Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dawg Pound podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Alex.
And this is the last time you'll hear us say that. Ever.
Oh, my Lord.
I know, it's sad.
This is tragic.
This is the last episode of season 3.
I just hope that whoever replaces us has the same energy we had.
The same charm and charisma we brought every day.
Oozing charisma.
Oh, my goodness.
The two of us, we're firecrackers.
We are. I'm going to say, we're on the same page. I'm going to say a number 1 through 10, and you're going to say it at the same time, and we're going to be at the exact same number. 3, 2, 1, 9. Look at that. All right. What about a color? What about color? 3, 2, 1. Purple. Okay. Wow. Well, that's really that. I wasn't expecting that one.
Dude, we're just in sync. What was that? It was over spring break. We hadn't seen each other for a while, and we got back, and we immediately saw each other. We raised our arms, and we went over. We just went, "Hey, buddy!"
In the exact same length. It was wild.
It was amazing. We're just two peas in a pod.
We're just two chickens in a coop.
There's a lot more than two chickens in a coop.
It's a intimate one. Speaking of chickens, I know that Forensics is doing this cool project where they have a chicken corpse. I guess it's a raw chicken. It's a raw chicken that they're leaving outside, and I think seeing the effects of decomposition. It's gross.
It's very gross.
It's so gross.
Pictures of it. What was this? Covered in maggots?
Yeah, that's nasty.
That is nasty. Very, very interesting little side tangent. I want to pull us back in. Tell me, DeFore, how are you feeling about graduating?
Good. I feel good about graduating. I think 4 years is a good amount of time to go to a school. I'm leaving Central with enough, this is the perfect time to leave, because I think 4 years is enough where I can still like the school when I'm gone and be like, you know what, I had a good time there. I'm not being pushed of oh, I'm still here. It's yikes, I still like it. And I think I will remember liking high school a lot.
I'd say the same. I will definitely say, and I know everyone says it, but senior year, good Lord, it was short. It was tiny. It's
short in retrospect. I think when you're in it, it's this is just every other year. I think back to the beginning of the internship when we were doing the dog walk, when we were filming that, and I was teaching Alexa how to use gimbal, and I'm like, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time. But people say it drags, and I never felt once that it...
Man, I never felt like it dragged.
I never felt
Junior year dragged.
Junior year dragged.
That's because we were all doing 3 APs.
For me, freshman year dragged.
Sophomore year was the best.
I mean, you got to think, how many podcasts did we record in this year?
9.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like we
doesn't feel like 9
podcasts.
Feels like 27 exactly. If you were to ask me.
I was saying it felt like fewer, but anyways, there's definitely going to be a lot of changes to the podcast next year, but we are going to keep it going. Central Studios is going to keep this podcast ball rolling.
Yes. They love Central Studios so much, they blessed us with a new podcast studio to force us to keep going.
Yeah, we...
there is no escape.
To force us.
The Dawg Pound podcast is forever a constant.
We're indentured. We recorded the last podcast in this room, and we're recording it in this room now. We've got a nice little setup. We talked about the DLZ creator thing, not the road system we had. It's pretty nifty.
It's pretty nifty indeed. Also, these chairs don't fall back, so I actually have okay posture while recording this and not slumped over on myself.
Yeah, and there's not just general clutter in the podcast room.
Yeah, no, I remember looking behind Alex, and there was just so many pieces of equipment and stuff, because it was still a studio, but also the foam that was on the walls was taken down, so there was just piles. There was one point in time where they had to take the foam tiles off for, if anyone doesn't know, it's for sound reduction, so you don't hear a reverb throughout the entire room. And I remember they had to take them down over the summer for some reason, because I think they had to repaint the room, and there was no sound tiles, so it was so reverby the first couple of podcasts. So remember when me and you made a fort out of the foam tiles to make sure there's no reverb? Like,
we would put the foam tiles over our, like, in the little huts.
I don't know if we ever acknowledged it, but if not, if you re-listen to the beginning of season 3, we were definitely hunched over the microphones with a tower of foam on top of them. As I don't even think we could look at each other. I think we were blocked out from each other, so we had to just imagine what the other person was doing.
No, and it was so delicate that the slightest like wrong movement would just tumble the whole thing over. So not anymore.
Not anymore. We got a budget now.
Yeah. And what other fancy ways is the podcast going to be switching? Well, unfortunately, of course, new hosts.
Yours truly will be gone.
Will be gone. The Alex and Alex duo. The best duo this podcast of 3 years has ever seen.
Wow. No, it will be good though, because we had a gladiator style brawl
gladiator
style brawl just to see who the next podcast host will be. And 2 victors emerged.
Only the strongest of the juniors won.
Yes.
The
2 strongest. Because there are still 2 podcast hosts.
Do we want to?
Well, one of them you guys already know. Her name is Samantha Smith. She has been doing the Samantha Soundbites. We have been background training her for this past year with those sound bites to really get the ropes of a podcast.
She'll have to train some underling to become her new
there is a complete newbie in the podcast room next year, so she'll have to train her. I don't think Nikki ever taught us.
No, we kind of winged it, but to be fair, I mean, we've done things like this before. We knew how to do it, so
yeah, it was fun. But I'm going to go send you guys over now to the last ever Samantha Soundbites. Just so you guys can, be acquainted with the new host and consciously know who you're hearing. All right, take it away.
Hello and welcome back to Samantha Soundbites. Today I'm going to go around the school and ask a bunch of students how they feel about the end of the year and graduation. All right, I'm here with Jessica. How do you feel about graduation?
Well, I'm just really excited about it, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do afterwards. So I'm thinking about getting a job at McDonald's. My mom said that's a really good idea, so I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. All right, I'm here with Dinkus, and he's going to tell us what he thinks about graduation.
It's Dinkus. So let's get that out of the way first. I think graduation is a good time for the community of Forsyth to come together. It's happened in the Cumming Fairgrounds for the past, I think, since Central started. I don't know where else it would have been. It might have been in the stadium beforehand, but it was good. It was really good, and I think that it's a way, if you've been in Forsyth County for a long time, that it really symbolizes the beginning of a new season, and it's good. I like it. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Hi, Fitzgerald. How do you feel about the end of the year coming up?
Man, I'm just lucky I'm graduating, period, man. My classes were not good. My GPA was trash, but I'm walking across the stage. It was all the people, man. It's the hot air makes you feel good. Man, you talk about that. I'm graduating and finding a job.
Okay, thank you. Hi there, Mr. Hanlon. How do you feel about the end of the year?
It's like the end of time. It's ominous. It's looming. You can't stop it. We march towards it. Nothing can stop the end.
Hello, Dawg Pound podcast hosts. How are y'all feeling about graduation and the end of the year coming up?
I'm feeling great about it.
I'm pretty decent,
It's pretty good. I think that I got my grades to where I want them to be before graduation. That's pretty good.
I'm kind of hopping one-legged across the finish line here.
That's okay. You know what? I, as your friend, am there to hold you and carry you through the line of getting your diploma.
You are. Yeah, you're here to carry me forever.
I will protect you from the world. Anyway, Samantha, how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, how you doing, Samantha?
I'm feeling great. I mean, y'all are about to leave, and I get to stay in the soundstage and not get kicked out once a month to go talk to people.
Interesting.
You ever gonna have us back?
Huh?
You ever gonna invite us back? We can be guest hosts. You can be like, oh, what we're doing in our lives.
For sure.
Getting Oscars, working at Walmart.
Which one's gonna work at Walmart?
I'll let you figure that out.
Okay.
Hold on, I think someone's at the door. Now, what do you want?
Hey, party people!
Oh, God.
What is she doing here?
That is Jada Mejia, and she is the other host.
Yeah.
You're going to have to live with her.
Aren't you excited? We're never gonna leave this studio.
Okay, I want to go back on
here.
I thought we were doing man on the street.
We're gonna
style
eat
interviews.
here.
Oh no, we've been in the studio the entire
The
time.
entire time. Where did all
Every
those
single
students come
interview.
from?
Where
Every
should I put
time.
my bags?
I
I got a lot of them.
we're gonna kick you out. You're gonna do man
Did
on
you
the
not
street
see the
interviews now?
valet?
No,
Oh, there's people who carry in your bags up front
I came with a lot of baggage, so I don't know where to put all of it.
in the podcast.
Make
Awesome.
contact,
In the
emotional
podcast.
baggage.
Welcome to 2026.
Yes, so I will be officially introducing them. We have Samantha Smith and Jada Mejia here as the two new Dawg Pound podcast hosts. Yeah, you guys just going like you can't hear any of that. You can't have an inaudible reaction.
Yeah. Okay. I think me and you should stay quiet for a minute or two.
Yeah, let's let them really get the feel of the land.
Let's see their chemistry.
See how well they can do. You know how
think
to
so
start it
too.
off?
I think-
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the
Am I
Dawg
starting or
Pound
are you
podcast.
starting?
Start it.
Yeah, and then you both say that,
Yeah, we
and
got
then you
it.
say I'm Alex and I'm Alex.
That's okay.
No, we're gonna do our own
We got
spin
this
because
up.
we're girls and we
Yeah.
got this.
All right, they're ghostbustering us.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the
Dawg Pound Podcast.
I'm Jada,
And I'm Samantha.
and we are your new host for next year.
Yeah, whole season 4 Dawg Pound podcast.
Absolutely, it's going to be fantastic. So, Samantha, how are you feeling about graduation next year?
I'm super excited to be done with junior year. Honestly, it's felt like a crawl to the finish line, and I'm sure every other junior can agree with that. But I am really sad to see all of our favorite seniors leave. I'm scared about the fact that we're being left with clown shoes to fill for this podcast. But you know, we can do it. We got this.
Yeah, they are clown shoes indeed.
So how are you feeling about graduation and like the end of the year?
I'm really excited. I think that the seniors are going to go off and do some great things and do amazing things. I'm also excited to see where we go our senior year doing things as well. I think it's just going to be really exciting for everybody. And yeah, I'm excited to see where everybody's going. I agree. I'm really excited to end junior year, crawl into the finish line. I'm legless, not even limping. I'm just kind of
All limbs have been destroyed since.
I'm just kind of a nub rolling across the finish line. But, you know, a win is a win. A
We
win is a
made
win.
it. Our GPAs are somewhat good.
Exactly.
Average.
Yeah, so let's
Decent.
reflect over the year. How do you think?
Honestly, Central has done a lot of good this year. We've showed out in spirit. I mean, Winkler's done a fantastic job running the school, honestly. I mean, where is Winkler Instagram posts make my day a little bit brighter. I couldn't be happier with how our junior year and how this year at Central went, honestly, because we did have so many accomplishments.
I agree. I think we did have a lot of accomplishments. We do have a lot of spirit, that's for sure. I know our marching band, our drum line won state, so that's awesome for them. Film is doing a lot of great things, humanities, STEM.
Yeah, STEM is really showing out and showing up.
Yeah,
How do
absolutely.
y'all feel about the accomplishments of Forsyth Central this year, Alex and Alex?
I'm feeling just great about it. It wasn't that lovely. They're going to be great podcast hosts, aren't they?
Still in the room.
So Alex and Alex, what are your reflections over the year? Like, how are you guys feeling?
Oh, it was cold. It was a cold year. It snowed like twice, for at least our
was.
perspective.
Yeah.
Snowed.
Well,
Air
we
quotes.
were in the mountains when we had it.
Oh, that's right.
We were in the mountains.
Oh, that was not talking about our films, but that was a huge part of our years, definitely, because we spent from September's when we pitched all the way, and we started working on it in August, so it's been August to May.
Yeah.
We've been working on these films.
A little bit of an interesting tidbit that I thought about recently is that all of my like complex or complicated classes are classes that I don't need to take them.
Yeah.
Like I took AP Art History, which is difficult. I didn't need to take that. I took AP Environmental Science,
You push yourself.
which I didn't need to take.
No.
I didn't even need to do this internship, but I did it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
It is good thing we got the IE square, man, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That was well needed. But I think as senior year goes, and I mean, you guys will have the opportunity to, have you already picked your classes yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What classes are you guys doing in the like rigorous section, not like any easy ones?
None at all.
I am very happily saying I am no longer taking any more APs except AP Art History.
So that is an AP.
I said except.
I know. I'm saying that is an AP that we can talk about.
Yeah.
I personally like the class a lot. I think if anyone
loved it.
in the future is looking for an AP class to take, I've gotten one A in an AP class before this, and it was AP US History, but that's just because that's my stuff.
Yeah, I got that as well.
But AP Art History, I'm sitting at like a 96 right now at the end of the year, and it's not an easy class. I know people who got like 50s on tests because I had to grade the written report.
Yeah, not to name them.
Yeah, but it's not like a flyby class. But I was thinking about this last night. Out of all the teachers I think I've had, there's been some great ones in different aspects, but I think in keeping a crowd entertained and alert has been your mother.
Oh, for sure.
Because I have sat
She's
in
a great lecture
like
teacher.
2-hour classes that everyone's still like there by the 2-hour mark. And it's like, that's for just straight lectures. We have never had an off day in that class. And I was like, that's impressive that you can keep.
Man, no, we haven't. That's crazy.
That is genuinely like hats off to your mom of being able to do that.
No, I never dread going to that class.
Yeah. I mean, senior year, I never really had any class I dreaded. I think both
me
my
neither.
even and odd classes were pretty good. Yeah, I mean, and that's what you do. You put your schedule to that. I am thankful I took an AP this year.
Yeah. To anyone who's not a senior listening to the podcast, I will say, don't slack off, but like let yourself have senior year as a bit of an easier time.
Yeah, I'd say, and there's any upcoming junior year, you should push yourself.
Yeah.
Not to the fullest extent you can. There's some people who did like 5 APs, but that is definitely the year that you're required to do like everything. Just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way, because when you're done, you're done. You don't got to do that stuff anymore.
Y'all were saying you're very excited to not have to have that workload anymore.
Yeah.
It was intense, and I told you guys in the beginning of junior year, I was like, oh, wait till October. It gets so fun.
October through January, I think, like, was just like a blip in all the juniors' eyes, because literally, like, we got back from Halloween and it was like, okay, do this, do this, do this. Oh, it's February.
Yeah, I remember it going very fast.
I always use kind of like New Year's Eve as like a mid. Wow, I use
That,
New Year's.
yeah,
Just
that is
that
the
day?
midpoint.
That is the midpoint, but no, it feels weird. Doesn't feel that long ago.
No, and yeah, I can see what you mean of senior year kind of flying by when you put it in perspective. It was like, I remember one night we went, me, you, Ezra, and our friend AC all went to, not our friend Ezra, just our friend AC, went to Mary Alice Park.
Yeah, we had gotten done filming for a day.
Yeah, and we went to Mary Alice Park, and sun was already setting because it was winter at that time, so it didn't have to be that late for the sun to set.
Yeah.
And it was nighttime, and I remember just seeing like little eyes in the distance, and AC was freaking
Really?
out. He was freaking out, and he thought we were gonna get murdered. Turns out it was 2 kittens that you did adopt one of them.
I stole one.
Oh yeah, where is the other one now?
We tried getting him
we
back.
tried to get him. We couldn't unfortunately get him. His brother was the smart one, and he lives in my house now.
But like stuff like that seems like that just happened, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I've had little Shoshone is what I named him. I've had him for how long now? A month? 2 months?
I was about to say a couple
More
months,
than
right?
more than a
Yeah.
month, definitely.
Because we were in the old room when you got him.
Yeah.
Cute
That-
cat.
God, how long have we been in the new podcast room?
This is our second podcast, I believe, in the new podcast room.
So we've been here for 2 months.
We moved in February, I believe.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I had to do like 3 openings. So did you? I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, let's introduce the plays. And Samantha, you were there as well for them. But you had to be like, oh, I remember we had to keep giving tours to the studio.
Oh my gosh.
And I swear, it was the same people every time. I was like, who are we touring this for? Like,
Yeah, I
it
was
was-
about
They
to
just
say,
wanted to see it over and
you
over.
know
They're
this
really
place better than I
excited.
do at
I
this
think
point.
there was like 3 new people each time. And I was like, I just tour them.
Yeah.
I don't know. As like we had 5 interns this year, and I feel like we all got like tired of touring this place because we would
Yes.
walk back and forth from the old room to this room and be like, look at the difference.
And if no one knows, the old film room was like almost as far on the West Campus as you can go, and this one is at the Dome Gym. So we had to walk the entire practice field.
Yep.
Every
time.
day.
And you gotta walk there
It's a
and
nice
back.
little cardio workout.
At least 4 times a day.
Yeah, but when it's freezing outside, it sucks.
Get your steps in. A win is a win.
We did get our steps in.
We got our
Exactly.
steps in a lot. Carrying that heavy equipment too.
And now all of
Yeah.
you look fantastic.
Aww.
That's a lie.
While you're sitting over there,
Exactly. I'm just.
barbecue sauce on your.
This is why we shouldn't have 4 people podcasts. Too cluttered.
Too cluttered. I think that this is like a better conversation.
I don't.
Instead of 2 people bouncing ideas back and forth.
I think I just really like that Jada and Samantha are here. Who said that?
I think
That's kinda
Jada said
wild.
that.
I think Jada and Samantha are going to make sure this podcast gets better next year.
You know what?
Absolutely. I
You know what?
agree.
I believe them.
And I hope it does.
Oh, shucks. You
But-
guys are making us blush.
You'll
I'm
just
not
have
blushing.
to find out on the next episode.
Oh,
of
that's the
Dawg
closing
Pound
podcast.
Keep pulling that music. Come on.
Yeah,
Final
come
time
on.
You're gonna
No,
hear it.
louder.
Get
Oh, not that loud. Not
get
that loud.
Okay. Good night.
Oh, it's the
Goodbye.
last time we're saying goodbye. Bye.
It's my first. Bye.
Bye.